Welcome back to another week at LIS. This is the fourth week of the after-school clubs, and it's also week 2 on our schedule. We have a couple of announcements this morning, and the first is that the Environmental Club has started a great initiative to help us recycle paper in class. So currently there are bins in classrooms where you can recycle your paper. So instead of throwing your paper in the trash, you're all encouraged to throw your paper in these specific bins, and these bins will be collected once every Thursday. And very soon we're going to be recycling plastic bottles as well, so start saving those up. The second announcement, do you have your team ready for the cancer run on Saturday, October the 12th? Just want to remind you once again that it's not too late to sign up, and last year we had over 50 students participate, and we want to get the same amount of students this year, if not more. That's always great. So if you're not in a team yet, you can always talk to your house captain, and just a reminder, the house with the most team points will receive 5 extra team points. October is Cancer Awareness Month, so we'll be selling ribbons for $1 with the proceeds going to cancer research on this island. Also, later on in the month, we'll be having a denim day, and the proceeds from that will also go to cancer research. And now we really want to congratulate Katie Hinley, Cassie Haddad, and Amani Sterling in IB2, as for part of their CAS project, they've been trying to contact famous people and get doodles from them, and these famous people are all throughout the Bahamas and also all around the world. And the point of this is that they're going to auction them off at the annual GB Children's Home fundraiser, and this event will take place on Friday the 18th of October, which is actually the last day before our midterm break. And so basically we just really want to congratulate them because they've managed to get a doodle from Sean Connery, as well as lots of famous people throughout the Bahamas, and they're working on getting a doodle from the Miami Heat, LeBron James, and possibly some of his team members as well. And our last announcement for today is that we will have a practice of the emergency procedures today. So if there's an emergency, please go quickly and quietly to our assembly area with your class to wait for further instructions. We really appreciate and would like to thank students in advance for taking our emergency drills seriously. If you have any questions about what to do, you can always ask your homeroom teacher. And now for our team points. We have quite a lot this week, just as we did last week, so just bear with me. Ms. Dolan awards a team point to Travis Sonder for being supported and open-minded to a friend, and Gabby Lopez for having a positive attitude and being friendly. Ms. Hoyle awards a team point to Olivia Cafferata, Sean Doherty, David Grigoroff, Tar Kirkby, Sarah Pace, and Olivia Wilson for scoring 100% on their past 2 homework assignments. Also, Briquel Sands and Sabrina Brown both get a team point for thoroughly cleaning the lab. Ms. Shepard awards a team point to Mateo for bringing in bags and bags of plastic bottles. Ms. Hinley awards a team point to Libby Wilson, Tania Martin, and Tara Kirkby for entertaining the Year 1 kids who had been sent to Spanish by mistake. Ms. Purvis awards 2 team points to Jack Gape for being the only non-IB student who participated in the International Coastal Cleanup 2 weekends ago. Ms. Correa awards 2 team points to Emma Simmons, Debria Rollins, and Sabrina Brown. Ms. Morales awards team points to Alex Thompson, George McGinnis, and Andrew Hinley for fixing some physics equipment. Mr. Wood awards team points to Trevor Goodrum and myself for putting in an extra effort in math. Dr. Bateman awards team points to Tom Payne, Nicholas Ruley, Matthew Lowe, and that's for solving the balance the hammer exercise in homeroom. And finally, only 3 students got the math question correct, and those were Yuri Williams, Nicholas Ruley, and Matthew Lowe. Good job and better luck next time in the Academic Homeroom Challenge. So that brings us to our team point totals. In 3rd place is the Red Snappers with 31 points. In 2nd place is the Blue Marlins with 32 points. And in the lead is the Green Berets with 38 points.
It's holla time!
Holla, 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 holla.
Yeah, but it's holla time, babe!
Okay, this shout out is for Shy Ron, because he's been working very hard in Spanish class.
Okay, I would like to thank Sophie this morning because she did a wonderful oral. That was a first one and a very good one. Excellent, Sophie.
I want to give a shout out to Miss D for being a great new teacher.
Shout out to Kian for turning 18.
I'd like to make a shout out to Pierre for inviting me to be one of his friends when I first came here.
We want to send a shout out to Miss Jacket and hope she has a beautiful baby.
Congratulations, Miss Jacket, on Lu Papa Patutu Bonquishani Call.
Great job, Olivia. 100% on your art project. Good job, Sean, for doing good in your math test.
Happy birthday, Livy!
In today's rapid fire, we'll be interviewing Dr. B, who spends her time teaching us all to dissect animals.
Okay, are you ready to answer these 20 questions as fast as you can?
Yes.
All right, here we go. First question, where were you born?
Cheltenham Distant.
When is your birthday?
28th of January.
How many siblings do you have?
6.
Would you rather be attacked by a bear or a swarm of bees?
Bees.
Rolling Stones or the Beatles?
Beatles, I guess.
Where's the best place that you've ever visited?
Jamaica.
Domino's or Pizza Hut?
Domino's.
What was your first job?
Research technician.
What's your favorite sport to play?
Gliding.
What's the deepest you've dove?
120 feet.
Harry Potter or The Lord of the Rings?
I hate the Lord of the Rings. It must be hard Harry Potter, but I haven't read that either.
What's your favorite Asian food?
Curry.
Princess Kate or Lady Diana?
Lady Diana.
If you had to cook a meal, what's your best dish?
Quiche.
Toddlers and tiaras or say yes to the dress?
Neither.
What kind of bike do you ride?
I don't know what the one here is. It's got 2 wheels. Doesn't matter, provided it goes.
Wrecking Ball or Roar?
I'm wrecking what?
Wrecking Ball or Roar?
What's one of them?
Their songs.
Neither, because I don't know either of them.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
If you lapided Petra, which one would you be?
A hawk moth.
What's your favorite swim stroke?
Crawl.
Gucci or Prada?
Neither.
I don't even know how to pronounce this.
Primates or cephalopods?
Primates.
Next, it'll be over to Mateo Lopez, and he's in year 9, and he's going to report to us on a shark incident. And Mateo is now a new member of the LIS Student News crew, and he's a new anchor, so he'll be bringing you our local news every week.
In this segment, I'm planning to update you on a recent event in Freeport, Bahamas involving a shark attack with Brian Collins. This shark attack occurred near Freetown Beach as Brian was on his boat fishing at 30 feet. He caught at least 5 fish with a rod, and then the fish stopped biting, so he decided to go in the water and spear them by hand. He managed to catch at least 1 mutton snapper, and suddenly a black-tipped Caribbean reef shark came out of nowhere and ripped the flesh off his skin. He managed to get out of the shark's grip and then retreated to his boat. Brian Collins was rushed over to the Rand Memorial Hospital where he received over 200 stitches to fix his wounds. Thankfully, he is still alive and recovering in Grand Bahama.
This week's Awesome Student Award, or Most Outstanding Student Award, goes to Tom Purvis, who has had a number of articles published in the Freeport News and the Nassau Tribune about sports events. And so I'm going to just interview him really quickly to see what he's been up to. So the first question, what gave you the motivation to write your first article for the Freeport News?
I've always wanted to share my interests with as many people as I possibly can and see what they think about what my opinion is about sports.
Cool, okay. How many articles have you written and published?
14.
Wow, okay. What was your last article about? What did you write about?
I wrote about the Dolphins game versus the Browns.
And when was that? Do you know?
Last week Sunday.
Wow, okay. What do you want to do as a career?
I want to be a journalist for ESPN.
Wow. And finally, what is your next big story? What are you planning on writing about next?
Either I'm going to write about the next week in the NFL or I'm going to write about the soccer season in England.
Okay. So look out for those articles. Thanks, John. That's it for this episode of the LIS Student News. We hope you have a great week.